Yeah, Baz, I thought, for both sides coming to the game with obviously some top line players not playing, which is unfortunate with the way they've played for the whole year and the way we've sort of played the last 6 weeks. But in the conditions, I thought our pack did a great job, which enabled our backs to get a little bit of something. But it was a scrappy last 20. But to come down and get a victory against South and was pleasing.
What did you make of the LA there before half-time?
Oh, look, just a few big blokes getting frustrated. I'm not interested in talking about the referee or what happened. I'm just more happy that we talk about our pack. I thought, South had some class players out as far as, creative players. Obviously Adam Reynolds and Katie Walker have been outstanding this year, but they had their pack there, and for our pack to do a good job, I thought was pleasing.
You mentioned Daniel Silveri out in the field and the job he did setting up to the Burgess boys.
Yeah, look, I thought, obviously, we come here to do our best, and they come here to do their best, and I thought, we won a lot of collisions, and sometimes when these things happen, they're big blokes colliding a lot, and people get a bit frustrated sometimes. What happened, and fortunately when it was 11v11, we got the try, and that was the crucial part of the game for us at the end of the day.
It says a lot about where they're at too, doesn't it, Brady? They come here without David Clemmer, the vision forward leader,
yeah,
and they stand tough.
Yeah, it was good. And credit to Clem, I think he's probably played a part in that. Paul, I think he's probably helped some of the blokes get that bit of belief. And Glaz come from Melbourne there where nothing else is tolerated. So I think credit to those blokes for having a good effect on Daniel Safidi and Barnett and Lockie Fitz and those blokes. So that's been something they've had to learn, and I think those blokes have had a great contribution there.
Was it personal, do you think, for Daniel with Clem out and the Burgess?
Oh, look, he certainly wanted to. Clem's a huge loss for us, isn't he? There's no doubt about that. With our pack, with what he's done since he's been here. So Daniel certainly wanted to stand up and play well. And you got to remember, it's only been 12 months ago for 3 years in a row. They've absolutely just towelled into us. Like they've absolutely served into us, haven't they? Like they've beat us by 50 and 40 and for a couple of years. So for the boys to be able to get a win and be reasonably dominant, I'm sure there's some sort of satisfaction because they've certainly been on the other end of the Burgess boys dominating for a few years.
What about Connor Watson and Mike Brandy?
He was terrific, mate. Yeah, he's going great. We love what Connor brings. Whatever position he plays. His style of play. He's a great competitor, and he competes hard. Is everything perfect? No, it's not always perfect, but he's going to go out there regardless who he plays. He's going to give everything he's got, and the boys like playing with him.
I want to talk about Pearce as well in Origin. His cause.
Yeah, look, it was a scrappy game. I mean, Pearce is there. They've seen what he can do, and I suppose that's up to the selectors what they're looking for, what style of players they're looking for. They might like the combination they had. I think Katie Walker's been a bit harshly dealt with, if I'll be truth with you. He did create a try and a couple of line breaks in a side that didn't create many line breaks and many tries, so I thought he'd been a bit stiff the way people talked about him. I think that Origin's a tough business, and giving blokes one game and giving them hard times probably a bit tough on them, I reckon.
There's some talk going around, Brownie, that if there is a change, and Katie would be likely to be the one to drop out, and perhaps someone comes in and Mitch could potentially end up 5'8". He's a dominant playmaker. Yeah. Right now, can you see any other halfback in the comp who is as dominant as him?
I look at Mitch as a player who has to do play on play, and if the style of footy is go and stand on one side of the field and not double up on plays, they may as well let Pearcey sit in the lounge room. If they want a path that's going to dominate the ball and then say feed Katie Walker, I'd say Pearcey's your man, but in my opinion, they've got 2 5'8s playing. I think young Nathan at this stage of his career is more like a 5'8 than a halfback at this stage. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong, and 2 5'8s can work together if that's what you want. It's the style of footy you want to play and the type of players. And again, he's a young player that's in a high pressure situation who holds himself so well. So they may be happy with their combination, but if they want a dominant half, I would suggest that Pearcey would be the person you'd want, but only if you're going to let him be a dominant half.
Injuries, maybe?
I've got a few bumps in there. She was pretty tough. I'm not too sure, but there's a few bumps and bruises.
Is there a claim? Mentioned talk claims a chance of coming back for Origin 3. Is that right?
Yeah, that'd be from what we're hearing at this stage. That's a real possibility.
No surgery needed or?
No, I don't think so. The thing, and it's just going to heal itself, yeah, at this stage.